Right. Hi, welcome. It's Lara from Om 3 Yoga. I'm happy to see you all today. And let's come start in a comfortable seated position. Ah. And if you want to sit up, if you have a block handy or a pillow or a cushion, if that's going to feel good for your body, just to let your knees drop away from your hips. Just bring a little bit more steadiness kind of in your body. It also helps you find the front of the sitting bones. Often we kind of sit on the back of the sitting bones and it strains the lower back. And so just try to find the front of the sitting bones wherever you're sitting. And maybe let your eyes close. We'll bring your hands onto your knees and perhaps roll your shoulders back. Start to reach through the crown of the head and let's take a deep breath in. And exhale, letting go. Take another really big deep breath in. And exhale, let go. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Let's bring your hands together at your heart center. Maybe pressing the thumbs into the sternum and lifting the heart to meet the thumbs. Feeling the back of the head kind of pull back, but keep your chin tucked. Maybe feel yourself lean back a little bit in your body. Just notice how that feels. And as we start to move in through our practice today, make sure you're taking care of your body. And if something doesn't feel good or you don't like the way that I offer it, find something that feels good for your body. Always taking care of you. Let's take another really big deep inhale and exhale. Releasing your hands, let's bring the hands back onto the knees. And we're going to gently drop your chin to your chest and see if you can pull your shoulders kind of away from your ears. And maybe as you do that, still start to lift the heart up a little bit so you feel stretch in your upper back as you're doing this. So lots happening in the shoulders, maybe the neck, and the upper back. And then we're going to gently inhale, just lift your head up, try to keep everything else as it is, and maybe let your head fall back a little bit. And take your bottom jaw over your top jaw and stretching out. And then let's gently release the jaw and we'll bring your head to neutral. You can turn your head over to the right. And then let's come to neutral and turn your head over to the left. Just adjusting. We'll slowly start to come back to neutral. Let's gently take your right hand kind of by your right hip and the left hand to the right knee, and we're going to twist the body. Maybe even look over your right shoulder if that feels okay for your neck. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, maybe twist a little bit further. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to slowly unwind, and we'll come do this on the other side. So we're going to take your right hand now to your left knee, left hand by that hip, roll the shoulders back, and maybe start to look over that left shoulder if that feels good. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Just a little bit deeper. One more breath. And exhale, release. Beautiful. We're going to gently come back to neutral. And if you're sitting on the prop, we'll move your prop off to the side and we'll make our way into a tabletop shape, coming on to the hands and knees. And as you start to find this tabletop shape, let's just start to rock the body a little bit from side to side. And just maybe noticing how the joints feel. You can, if you want to do a little bit of some circular motion or some figure eights, feel free to do that. Just kind of noticing how the body works right now. And then finding a place that feels steady or feels good. We'll roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lengthen and look up. And then let's exhale round to the spine. We're going to curl your toes under, bring your chin to your chest. Keeping the toes curled under, we're going to roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, let's round through the spine, chin to the chest. One more time. Inhale. And exhaling. Inhale, we'll find a neutral place you can release, coming back on the tops of the feet. Let's turn your head to the right. Now you can stay turned to the right, or it might feel good to just start to tilt the crown of the head towards the ground to help stretch the neck out. Beautiful. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, lift the head up. We'll bring your head to neutral, and then turning your head to the left, and then dropping the crown of the head down towards the ground again, helping stretch out the neck. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. We'll inhale, bring your head back up if you've tilted it down, and then back to neutral. Let's slide your hips towards your heels, and we're going to drop your forearms onto the mat. We're going to inhale, bring your shoulders so they're over the elbows. We're going to stretch your shoulders a little bit. If you need to pull your knees back, that's fine. Adjust your body. And then we're going to keep the forearms down, arms parallel to one another, and we're going to sink the hips back. So you feel a stretch maybe in the shoulders, in your upper back, your scapula. We're going to inhale, we'll come back, shoulders over those elbows. And then once again, exhale, sinking back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, you're going to come back up. Let's turn your palms up. And then we're going to curl the fingers in and make a little fist, maybe stretch your wrists up. And then we're going to gently release the hands. We'll bring your hands back onto the ground. Let's press back to tabletop. We'll bring your body forward and we're going to come lower onto your belly. Let's slide the elbows back under the shoulders so you're on your forearms again. Gently rolling the shoulders back. You're going to pull your heart forward and then pull the back of the head back, but try to keep the chin tucked. Try not to do this with your neck right now. We're just going to pull the back of the head back. You'll feel a stretch in your upper back. Maybe press the pelvis down or the tops of the legs and feet to help steady your lower back. 2 and 1. We're going to gently soften from here. Let's slide your arms so they come alongside the body, palms face up. We're going to roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, let's slowly come back down. Let's try that again, and we're going to lift your feet up as well, if that would feel good for your body. So roll those shoulders back. Inhale, lift your heart up, maybe the feet up as well. Perhaps bring your feet together, and then gently lowering back down. Let's try that one more time. We're going to roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the chest up. If you want to keep your feet down, do. Otherwise, lift the feet up, and then maybe try to bring the feet together. And then lowering back down. Beautiful. Let's gently slide the hands under the shoulders, drawing the belly to the spine. We'll press to tabletop. And then exhale, finding a child shape. Sinking your hips towards your heels. You can keep your arms extended out in front of you, or maybe stack one hand on top of the other and rest your forehead on the back of the hands. And as you do that, see if you can take your breath into the back of the body, feeling your rib cage expand. And maybe slow down the breath a little bit. So perhaps inhaling for a count of 4 or 6 and exhale for 4 or 6. I'll guide you through a couple. So we'll inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'll guide you through a 6 count as well, and you'll do a couple on your own. So inhaling 1, 2, 3. Feel the rib cage expand. 4, 5. Keep taking more breath in. 6. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Doing a few more of those on your own. Just count your own breath. Trying to slow down and notice that this can help bring a sense of steadiness into the mind as well as the body. Let's do one more round. And exhaling. Beautiful. We're going to come release your hands. Let's come back to tabletop. And then we're going to gently step your right foot between your hands. So you might need to readjust your body on your mat a little bit. And just notice, how does your body feel right now? We're going to just come bend into that right knee a little bit. We'll curl the left toes and lift the left knee off the mat. And then let's step your feet together, fold forward. Beautiful. We're going to press to the feet. We'll come stand all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart center and just pause here, standing. Let's release the hands alongside the body. Just noticing how you feel. Notice, as your body feels steady? Are you a little bit wobbly? Are you swaying? What's happening? And then as you're ready, let's inhale. We'll lift the arms all the way up. Exhale, we're going to slowly, slowly bend the knees. We'll hinge from your hips and fold forward. We're going to step your right leg back for a moment, and you'll just drop down to the knee. Just kind of give yourself a little stretch. And then we're going to come step that right leg back up to meet the left and fold forward. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, let's come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Let's stretch over to the right. And we're going to come all the way up and then over to the left. Inhale, we're going to come up. We're going to bend your knees, hinge from your hips, and fold forward, letting your body feel heavy. 2 and 1. We're going to bend back into the knees, press to the feet. Inhale, reaching back up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's bring your hands onto your hips. We're going to take your right heel forward, taking a slight bend into the left knee. Let's hinge your hips back. Flex your toes toward your head. Big stretch for that back of the leg. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale up. And then let's come onto the top of the right foot so your toenails are on the ground. And then we're going to bend both knees to stretch the front of the ankle out. Inhale, coming back up, and we'll bring your feet down. Take a moment, notice how your body's doing. And then let's do the other side. So we'll take your left heel forward, bend that right knee, hinging. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back up. Hands onto the hips. We're going to come onto the top of the foot and then sinking down once again. 3, 2, and 1. Let's come bring both feet down and we'll sway out from side to side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to bring your feet steady. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, hinging from your hips, folding forward. We're going to inhale. We'll slide the hands just above the knees, lifting the torso up. Let's bring your knees together, lift your tailbone up, and then press your knees out wide. From here, inhale, lift your right arm to the sky, and exhale the right hand down. Inhale, left arm to the sky, exhaling back down. Inhale, we'll lift up, hands onto the hips, and let's sway the hips from side to side. 2, and 1, and 1. Beautiful. From here, you're going to exhale, tilt your tailbone back, head forward. We're going to inhale, come up, bend the knees a little bit, and then lean back. We're going to do that 2 more times. So we'll hinge from your hips and be straightening the legs, torso almost parallel to the ground. And then we'll bend the knees, press to the feet, leaning back. Feel your glutes engage. You want to use your quad muscles here. Inhale, back up last time. And then we're going to slowly bend and leaning back. Beautiful. Inhale, let's come up. We'll reach the arms up. We're going to exhale, grab your elbows, your hands on your opposite elbows. You can't grab your same elbow, just so you know, if you've ever tried. You're going to just reach the arms back and then let your head fall back a little bit. 2 and 1. We're going to come up, and then we're going to come do that on the other side. Lean back, lift your heart up. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up. We'll reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, folding forward. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, we'll bring your hands flat and let's step your feet back, downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to come forward to plank and we'll gently drop down to the knees, hips to the heels, child shape. From this child shape, let's come onto your fingertips and we're going to walk your fingers over to the right. Big stretch, breathing here. 2 and 1. We're going to come back and now walk your hands over to the left. Keep breathing. 3, 2 and 1. We're going to slowly start to come back. We'll inhale, find tabletop. We'll curl the toes under. Let's lift the hips high, downward dog. We're going to walk your hands towards your feet, folding forward. Let's press through the feet, bend the knees, hands onto the hips. We're going to come all the way up. We're going to bring your feet a little bit closer together, and then let's step your right foot towards the front of your mat. We're going to bend into the right knee and have your back leg straight. It's fine if your heel is lifted. Just feel steadiness in your body. We want our hips kind of squared off towards the front of the mat. So we're going to bend the knee, and then we'll lift up. Now, notice if your knee starts to buckle in a little bit, can you press it out? And you'll feel a different muscles start to engage. 2 and 1. We're going to lift up. Now, this next one we're going to hold. So we'll bend the knee, keep your hands at your hips, feel the torso and core engage. Maybe inhale, lift the arms up. Breathing here. 3, 2, and 1. Let's lower your hands down. You're going to come on your left fingertips, and we're going to reach your right arm to the sky. And if you need to drop your back knee, that's fine. 2 and 1. We're going to come bring your hand down. Now we're going to walk the hands back and slide that right leg back and come back to a forward fold at the back of the mat. Go slow, take your time, there's no rush. 2 and 1. We're going to bend the knees, press to the feet. Let's come stand all the way up. Beautiful. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale and exhale. We're going to come step your left foot forward. And again, we're going to bend into the knee. And again, that back leg, your heel can be lifted, your heel can be flat. See what feels better. Try to square your hips off towards the front of the mat. We're going to bend into that front leg. Let's inhale, straighten up. Now notice as you bend in, does the knee go in a little bit? And that's okay, but we want to try to work the knee out to feel the outer edge work. Maybe pulling that right hip forward a little bit. So notice how that feels for your body. Perhaps feel your glutes engage. Feel the rib cage anchoring. 2 and 1. We're going to lift back up. And then let's do that once again. We're going to hold a little bit longer. Maybe inhale, reach those arms high. Breathing here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to lower your hands down. Let's keep your right hand under the shoulder. It's fine if you're on your fingertips. Lift the left arm to the sky and twist. Breathing. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower your hand down. Let's walk your hands back and kind of reach that left leg back. Walk all the way back to your feet. Take your time. Folding forward. We're going to press through the feet. Slight bend in the knees as you rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pause for a moment. I have to fix my hair. It fell out of its ponytail holder. Thank you for your patience. All right, we're going to inhale, reach your arms high again. We're going to exhale, we'll slowly fold forward. We're going to walk your hands forward now to the front of the mat. And then let's bring our body to a plank. We're going to hold here just for a couple breaths, building a little bit of core strength. Really press through the hands. Maybe draw your belly to the spine. Puff through the kidneys. Maybe come onto the tippy toes. 2 and 1. You're going to come all the way down to the belly. Beautiful. Releasing those feet. Let's bring your arms behind your back. Perhaps you want to interlace your hands or just arms alongside. So see what feels good. We'll roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up. Let's lift the feet up as well. Big stretch in your body. 2 and 1. We're going to calm down. Pause. Let's do that again. When you're ready, we're going to slowly press. We'll lift the chest up, roll the shoulders back. Maybe try to bring your big toes together. Energize through the feet. And then releasing once again. So you can do that one more time, or if you prefer, perhaps you want to take an up dog shape or a cobra. So again, listen what feels good. Wherever you are, roll the shoulders back, lift your heart up, maybe press and energize through the feet and the legs, and then let's gently drop your knees down. Perfect. Finding tabletop. We'll inhale, roll the shoulders back, lengthen and look up. We're going to curl your toes under. You're going to sink your hips towards your heels. Let's lift the knees a little bit away from the mat. Hips are high, chin to the chest, maybe belly and thighs touch. Big stretch. 2 and 1. And we're going to come back onto our knees for a moment. From here, you're going to slide your right leg back. Coming on the ball of the foot, we'll stretch your heel back. Now we're going to inhale, bring your shoulders over your wrist. You're going to slide your left hand under the shoulder. We'll bring your left toes to the left, right foot flat. Inhale, let's reach your right arm to the sky. Now you can stay right here. Maybe you want to turn your palm towards your head and reach your arm all the way over your head. And maybe press your left hand into the ground, really energizing the arm, trying to reach the rib cage to the ceiling. Perhaps if you want to look at your hand, it's fine if your elbow's a little bit bent. So what feels good? 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, come up. Now, if you want to try this, just do the best you can. We're going to inhale, lift your right leg up. Maybe bend your right leg and perhaps try to reach your right hand for your right foot and then kick back a little bit. Lift your heart to the sky. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently release and unwind. We'll bring your hand down and your knee down. Perfect. Let's inhale, roll the shoulders back, lengthen and look up. Exhale, you're going to round through the spine, chin to the chest. Pausing for a moment, we're going to curl the toes under, sink your hips to your heels, lift those knees off the mat. So keep the belly and thighs touching and notice the difference between the right and left side right now. 2 and 1. We're going to come back down onto the knees, back to tabletop so we can do the other side. We'll step your left leg back, curl the toes under, stretch your heel back for a moment. Now you're going to bring your left heel flat. You might want to slide the right toes to the right. You're going to bring your right hand under the shoulder. You want to really press through the arm. We're going to reach your left arm to the sky. Now, perhaps from here, you're going to turn your left hand toward your head and reach the arm all the way. And as you do that, press through the hand and the knee, reaching the rib cage towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, lift up. We're going to bring that left hand on the hip. Maybe lift that left leg up if you choose. You don't have to, so pause where it makes sense. Perhaps bend the leg. Maybe try to find your foot. And then kicking back, feeling a little bit of a stretch here, opening up the body. Maybe it's a really big stretch. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to slowly release. Let that go. Back to tabletop. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. We're going to lengthen and look up. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to the chest. Let's curl the toes under. Perhaps find downward dog. If your body needs child's pose, find that. We'll take 5 breaths wherever you're going. 4, 3. Move your head and neck. Move something in your body to feel a little bit different. 2. and one, and we'll gaze between the thumbs. We'll walk your feet as many steps as you need to the top of the mat to meet your hands. Bend the knees, press through the feet, and we're going to inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Notice how different you feel. Hopefully you feel really good and feeling opening in your body. So let's bring our hands onto our hips here. We're going to step our feet out nice and wide. Inhale, we're going to reach the arms wide, and then let's gently fold forward, hinging from your hips. Maybe grab onto the sides of the legs, let your head hang down. You can shake your head and neck out. If your head can touch the ground, great. You can always bring your feet either wider apart or closer together. So listen what feels good for your body. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to inhale, lift the body up. So the hands come under the shoulders. Imagine your torso parallel to the ground. And let's come onto the fingertips. I just think this is a little bit easier this way. You're going to take a very, very slight bend into your right knee, like the littlest teeny micro bend. You're going to try to straighten your left leg as much as you can. And I want you to imagine you can lift your tailbone to the sky, and you're going to feel a really interesting stretch into the inner thigh and groin. This is super, super subtle, but it's usually a really big stretch. So if you're not feeling it on this side, you might feel it on the other side. And if not, great. 2 and 1. We're going to come straighten the leg. And then let's bend that left knee, straightening the right leg, and then again, lifting that tailbone up. So really little micro bend. Just kind of straighten the leg, lift the tailbone up, feeling that stretch in the inner groin or the thigh. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come back to the center, slight bend in the knees. We'll press through the feet. We're going to come stand all the way up. Beautiful. Let's take your right toes forward. We're going to reach your arms wide. You might want to sink into your hips first, and then arms wide, warrior B. Beautiful. Give yourself a little smile, just honoring how your body's feeling. Honoring how different it might have felt than whatever you were doing a little while ago. And then let's straighten the legs. We'll lift the arms up. We're going to come do that on the other side. So left toes forward, arms wide to the side, maybe gazing over the middle finger. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, breathing here. Beautiful. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. You're going to slowly come up. Let's bring the hands to the heart. We'll heel to the feet a little bit closer together. Pointing your right toes forward, we're going to reach the arms wide. And then inhale, reach forward. Let's come to triangle pose. And reach and stretch the arm to the sky. If that doesn't feel good, hand on the hip. Please take care of yourself or arm alongside your body. So up to you, maybe looking up at your thumb. Maybe you're looking down at your big toe today. 2, and 1. We'll bend into the knee. We're going to come all the way up. Let's bring your hands on your hips. You're going to step your left foot up into the left a little bit. Square your hips off. From here, we'll inhale, lift your arms high. You're going to take your left arm forward and now reach your right arm back. Try to look at your backhand. So it's a little bit of an awkward twist, but hopefully it feels really good. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, lift back up. Now we're going to exhale, bend into the right knee, hands on either side of the foot, nose to the knee. One more thing here. So do the best you can. We're going to walk both of your hands outside that right foot. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly come forward. We'll inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's come bring your feet forward. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to try this on the other side. Adjust your feet as you need to, kind of go back. We're going to start in the triangle pose. So we'll turn your left toes out. Inhale, reach the arms wide. We'll inhale, reach forward. We'll lower the left hand down, right arm to the sky. Breathing here. Just feeling your hips line. Again, it's fine if that right hand is on the hip. Maybe it's just resting on the hip. Maybe it's reaching or any other position that you'd like to do today. You can look up at your thumb or down towards that big toe. A few more breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take a slight bend in the knee. You're going to come all the way up. Beautiful. We'll bring your hands onto the hips. Let's step that right foot up into the right a little bit. We're going to bring your right arm forward, left arm back, look back at your thumb. Breathing here, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale, lift the arms high. Exhale, slight bend in the knee, nose to the knee. Now we're going to walk both hands outside that left foot. Breathing once again, little twist here. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently come back. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Hands to the heart, feet parallel. Let's take your feet out wide again. We're going to turn your toes out. We'll lift up high. And then let's bend the knees, sinking down. We'll come sink in here and kind of wiggle your hips from side to side. Beautiful. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. You're going to come all the way up. We're going to bring the feet parallel, arms wide. Let's interlace your hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders back. Lift your heart to the sky. And then slight bend in the knees. Will hinge from the hips and fold forward. Maybe try to reach your hands away from your hips if that feels okay for your shoulders. Perhaps tucking your chin more to your chest. And let's see if that helps feel the arms move a little bit more. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bend the knees. We'll press to the feet. Inhale. Let's rise all the way up. Release your arms high. Exhale, arms down. Fantastic. All right, one more thing from standing, and then we're going to come down to the ground. So let's heel toe your feet a little bit closer together. We're going to do an eagle pose today, or if you want to do a modification of that, that's fine. We'll reach your arms wide. We're going to start by taking your right arm underneath your left. You can grab onto your shoulders. Maybe you can reach your hands. See what works. We'll bend the knees. Let's take that right leg around the left. Maybe try to bind your foot. If you're making a kickstand, that's fine. What works today? Just breathing. Maybe bending the knees a little bit more, feeling those joints squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to release, open up. Beautiful. We'll try this on the other side. Left arm underneath the right or grabbing the shoulders. Bring the hands together. Let's bend the knees. Let's slowly take that left leg around the right. Maybe it's lifted. Maybe it's wrapping. Maybe you're making a kickstand. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll release, open the arms wide. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's come step towards the front of the mat. We're going to inhale, reach the arms high. Lean over to the right one more time. Up and over to the left. We'll lift up. Let's lean back. Maybe there's a slight bend in the knees as you lean back. And then hinging from the hips, folding forward. Let's step the legs back, downward dog. Inhaling, we're going to find plank. And then dropping down to the knees, child shape. This time in our child shape, let's bring the hands together, maybe bend the elbows, tap the back of the head or the shoulders. And just softening. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring your hands back down. One more back bend. Let's come on to the belly. And then your choice, either any of the back bends we've done today, maybe you're going to lift for cobra or up dog. So just see what feels good, or nothing if that's what your body needs. And then we're going to come back up to tabletop. Beautiful. Let's slide your right hand a little bit closer to your left from here. And we're going to step your right foot outside of your right pinky finger. Now you can stay right here, or if you want, maybe bending a little bit deeper into that right knee, and then perhaps press the right knee out and away from the shoulder. So you'll feel, again, a stretch in the inner thigh, maybe the groin, maybe you feel it like in the outer side too. So see where you're feeling that sensation. And just feeling your hips open. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so you're gonna see my backside, but it might help you get into the shape a little bit easier. So we're gonna take your left toes from here. You're gonna slide your left toes over to the right. We're gonna bring your right forearm on your right thigh. We'll inhale, lift up. Now we're gonna reach your left arm back, maybe turn your thumb down and bring the back of the hand behind the back and feel your body lean back here. Perhaps again, press that right knee towards the pinky toes. Just feeling the whole front of the body open up. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to try one more thing here. So slide now your right hand on your hip. You're going to slide your left hand outside your left knee and then maybe reach that right arm to the sky or over the head. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. You're going to slowly come up. We're going to rotate your body. Go as slow as you need to. We'll bring your hands down, knees together. Beautiful. Adjust your body. Let's inhale, look up. And exhale, round through the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, tabletop. We're going to slide that left hand a little bit closer to the right now. We're going to bring your left foot outside of your pinky finger. Beautiful. All right, so from here, you can stay right where you're at. Maybe you're going to bend a little bit deeper into the knee. Perhaps you're going to press your knee out towards the pinky toe. So again, see what feels good for that hip, for that leg. Let me move my arms so you can kind of see. So what's going on in here for your body today? And what do you need? And maybe you're way further than I am today. I'm actually a little bit sore. I had my first pickleball lesson the other day, and I was like, oh, I can't believe how sore I am. It's kind of fun. 2, and 1. We're going to take these right toes now over towards the left. We're going to slide your left forearm on your thigh, and we'll inhale, reach your right arm open. You're going to turn your thumb down, back of the hand behind the back, and then roll the shoulders, the head back. Keep breathing here, feeling some opening. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lift up, and if you want to, go slow. Maybe bring that right hand down, left arm to the sky or over the head again. Beautiful. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll slowly come up. We're going to rotate your body. Let's bring your knees together. We'll bring your hands onto the hips. We're going to roll the shoulders back, press the hips forward, leaning back, lift your heart up. Inhale. Exhale. Once again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we're going to lift up. We're going to bring your hands down, and we'll slowly extend your legs out in front of you. Perfect. Let's move that fleshy part away from your sitting bones. We're going to lift your arms high, and then we're going to exhale. Try to grab onto your feet or your legs somewhere. Let your body feel heavy. You can stay right here with the legs bent. You can always take your block underneath your knees too, or you can start to slide your legs forward if that's going to feel good for your body. So just listen. What do you need? Keep breathing. Maybe going back to that breath we did earlier, that inhale for 4 or 6 and exhale for 4 or 6. Let's take 2 more breaths. Last one. And let it go. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to just slowly walk your hands up your legs, and we're going to bring your hands behind you. Let's bend your right knee, and we're going to let your right knee fall out to the right. And you can stay sitting just as you are right now, or perhaps you're going to lift your body up and your torso up, and let's maybe bring both hands outside your left leg today. So again, big stretch here. You're going to feel it from your right shoulder to the right hip. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. You're going to reach your right arm open. We're going to bring your right hand behind your back, and we'll take your left hand to your right knee and twist. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly unwind. We'll lift that right knee up. Let's stretch the right leg forward. Inhale, reach your arms high. Now this time you're going to sweep your arms back, but reach your head for your toes, leaning forward a little bit. We'll inhale, lift all the way back up. We're going to open your arms wide to the side, bending your left knee, and then letting your left knee fall out to the left. And again, you can stay right here or lifting up, maybe rotating, bringing both hands outside that right leg. And again, just breathing, feeling that space in your body, noticing and observing, softening. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to take your right hand right where it is. We're going to reach your left arm open. Left hand's going to go behind the back. Right hand to that left knee. We'll twist again. Maybe looking over that left shoulder, perhaps flexing through the right leg. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly unwind. We'll lift your left knee up, left leg forward. Let's inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, head forward, sweep your arms back. Inhale, let's lift all the way back up. We're going to bring your arms down behind you, sliding the soles of your feet together from here. And then we're going to come maybe tilt towards the front of the sitting bones. It's fine if you're just lifting up and you're kind of finding the sitting bones from here. That might feel really good for your body. If you choose, then you want to fold forward. If that's going to be better for you, do that. But maybe today you want to sit forward. We were doing this earlier in class. You can even try to walk your hips closer to your heels. Just kind of notice how that feels for the body, lifting your heart up. Maybe let your head fall back. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to gently soften and we're going to lift your knees up. We'll inhale, reach the arms up. Let's come lean forward for just one more moment. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, we'll lift up. We're going to bring your hands alongside your hips. We'll slide your hips towards your heels. And very slowly, we're going to come lay all the way on your back. Ah, you made it. And we're going to squeeze those knees towards the chest and give yourself a great big hug. You can rock from side to side. Beautiful. All right, so let's from here, we're going to start by bringing your arms alongside your body. We'll bend your knees, your feet are on the ground. We'll roll the shoulders back. We're going to take a bridge pose. You can hold on to the sides of the mat. Maybe you're going to interlace your hands behind your back or any other variation that feels good. Maybe you're going to slide your block underneath your sacrum. So whenever you're ready, we're going to tilt your tailbone towards your knees. We'll roll those shoulders underneath you, lifting those hips up, feeling the glutes engage, feeling the quads engage, energizing all of the body. Feel all of the muscles in your body start to open, especially the ones in the back of the body. Squeezing, lifting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently soften. Ah, beautiful. Let's squeeze your knees back to your chest. Maybe bring your knees a little bit wider so they might fall more towards the outside edge of the rib cage. Beautiful. And we're going to come bring those feet back down, arms alongside the body. We'll take one more bridge pose from here, one more back bend. And again, if your body's like, nope, I've had enough, let yourself find what you need. We'll roll those shoulders underneath you, tilt and lift your hips up. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently come back down. Beautiful. All right. So I know lots of people have tight hips, and often it feels really good to do sort of a pigeon or a figure four shape. So I'm going to invite you to do that right now. We're going to take your right foot over your left thigh. You can stay right here. This is a perfect variation of this. You can always squeeze your knees toward your chest, maybe grabbing hold of that left thigh or extending that left leg towards the sky. Anything else that might feel good for your body for you to get into your hips. I sometimes, when I'm here, like to just wiggle or kind of tick tock from side to side. And also, as you do that, see if you can find your lower jaw releasing away from the upper jaw. And it kind of makes a noise. Just like let that go, that tension go. Wiggle. 2. And 1, and we're going to slowly bring that left foot down. We'll take your right leg to the sky. Let's shake it out. And then right foot down to meet the left. And pause. You might need to readjust your body a little bit. And we'll start to do this on the other side. So let's take your left foot now on the right thigh. And again, you can stay right here if this feels good for you. Or perhaps squeezing the knees towards the chest and grabbing hold. And you can, again, rock from side to side. Maybe move your jaw a little bit, letting go, make some noise, just like, just to help release any tension that might be holding there. If you drive here in Arizona, you know that tension in your jaw as we drive. 2. And 1, and we're going to slowly release the foot down. We'll lift your left leg high, shake it out. Beautiful. Let's bring the foot down. Let's reach your arms to the side, and we're going to take a twist from here. And I want you to take the kind of the twist of your choice today. So you can either drop both of the knees, you can stagger them over to the left, maybe they're on top of each other. Maybe you just have your right leg moving over to the left and your left leg's kind of straight. So what feels good as you twist here? And maybe turn your head the opposite direction. Just kind of noticing how everything feels, letting yourself twist and release and let go. Kind of honoring your body and all that you've done today. Hopefully feeling a little bit more present, more aware, more patient. Beautiful. And if you'd like to, let's lift your knees back up to the sky and adjusting your body as you're ready. And we'll move the knees now over to the right. And again, adjust your hips. And so maybe again, there's one knee, maybe there's both knees, maybe your legs are straight, and that's okay. What feels good today? Giving yourself permission to do what feels good. Four, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We're going to lift your knees back up. And we're going to readjust your body. Perfect. Now, before we move into Shavasana, if you want to take a shoulder stand or just lift your legs up to the sky or bring your legs up the wall for shoulder stand, perfect. You might want to just kind of hang out and rest a little bit. You can bring your feet together. Maybe the knees are falling apart, or not falling apart, falling away from one another. Please don't let your knees fall apart. I like your knees. But you can let your knees fall away from one another and then bring one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. And whether your legs are extended, if you're in shoulder stand, let yourself really enjoy your shoulder stand. If your legs are up the wall, you can follow this breath with me also. And again, we're going to just move through that 4 or that 6 count breath. We'll take a couple rounds and then I'll start to guide you. Some of you might want to stay in this shape. Some of you might want to stay with the legs up the wall, whatever you're doing, and for your Shavasana. And at any point in time, you can release from that. And again, if you're shoulder standing, let yourself do that and go on your own time and pace. But if you're breathing with me, we're going to inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So again, continue doing whatever feels good for you. If your body feels ready to just kind of stretch out for Shavasana, for our final rest and meditation, feel free to do that. I will guide you or just continue with this 6 count, or maybe you're doing a 4 count breath. So again, inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So continuing with your breath. And if you need to shift anything in your body to get about 5 to 10% more comfortable, allow yourself to do that. And so this breath is super helpful, especially right now. I've been working with a lot of people that have lots of stuff going on. And so, there's so much that we can't control. But yes, we can have an opinion about it and we can help to move our energy to help making changes, but doing our best not to get involved into the drama or into the chaos. And just allowing ourselves to be open and really noticing what can we kind of control. We can control our breath is probably the only thing you can really control in your body or really in your life. And when we can have this control over the breath, we can help control the fluctuations of the mind. And when we are able to slow down the breath, we're able to kind of slow down our system as well. So that's why they say yoga works for stress and helping to lower blood pressure, and diabetes, and also just feels good for our body to just move, find this flow kind of within us. So still allowing your awareness to be on your breath. I also want you to just kind of connect with this sense of steadiness within you. So just noticing what is supportive of you that helps keep you steady. So perhaps it's gardening, maybe it's connecting with friends, maybe it's reading, knitting, golfing, walking, being in nature. Take a moment to think about that. And maybe saying thank you to all of the things that are supportive to you. And perhaps it's even people as well, or pets, places. And then also honoring this deep gratitude for air, for having this opportunity to breathe clean air. And when we say thank you to the air, maybe it'll help clear up the places that do need to be cleared. And then honoring kind of the fire within us, the energy within us. Let it sometimes that fire will burn away what we no longer need. Or we can also allow our intentions, our wishes to kind of be fed to the fire to give it a little bit more energy or passion towards that. And honoring water, opportunity to have clean water to drink. And those of us who are here in the West Coast, let's honor the clouds that can hopefully bring us some rain soon. But honoring, just kind of as we wash, as we hydrate, and allowing the waters to continue to flow through us as well as the emotions that are tied to the water, letting them keep flowing freely and easily. And then honoring our physical body, the earth as well, the support of Mother Earth. It's always ready to hold us and take care of us and nurture us. Just honoring how she's able to feed us and shade us and keep us safe. And honoring all those elements within you as well. Your breath, your energy, your passion you share with the world, your emotions, your wisdom, your creativity, your bones, your physical structure. And then let's take a moment, and again, if it feels good for you, you can bring one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. If your legs are lifted and you are ready to bring those down, please feel free to do that. And then just taking a moment to really hold yourself with love and kindness, with compassion for who you are and all that you do. And thank you so much for allowing me to guide you today. So whenever you feel ready, starting to reach and stretch and wiggle and move as you feel ready. You can move any way that feels good for you. Beautiful. And allowing yourself to slowly, slowly come back and deepening your breath. I want to thank you so much for allowing me to guide you today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. If you want to continue to rest, please rest, and namaste.